Good morning. Today's topic is DNA as genetic material. In the year 1928, Frederick Griffith made a significant observation while studying bacterium Streptococcus pneumoniae. Study was on this bacterium. There are two strains of this bacterium. One is a smooth strain and the other one is a rough strain. In one of the strains of this bacterium, the cells are enclosed in a polysaccharide capsule that gives a smooth appearance, and they are known as type S. Other one is type R without that polysaccharide capsule. When he injected type S strains to the mouse, he found that the mouse dies due to pneumonia. In the next experiment, he injected R strains to the living mouse. Found that mouse did not have any disease. Mouse is alive. This shows that S strain is virulent and R is non-virulent. In the third attempt, he took S strains and boiled them, so heat killed smooth strain that were injected to the mouse, and the mouse did not have any disease. The last attempt was he mixed R strain with the heat killed smooth strain. In the separate cases, when R is injected, mouse was living. When heat killed S was injected, mouse was living. Now he mixed these two, R and heat killed S. It is found that the mouse dies. Moreover, from the mouse he could recover living S cells. From his experiment, he concluded that there is a transformation happened to living R to S. There are only living cells R. The heat killed S cells were there. So what did he observe? He said that the living R cells are transformed to S cells. Transformed means they have made some genetical changes and they became S strains. That's why he could recover S cells from the dead mouse. He also said that the living cells had somehow been replaced by S cells or transformed to S cells, and he confirmed transforming principle, and he said that this transformation is happened from the debris of heat killed S cells, and R is converted to S. The nature of transforming factor was actually confirmed by Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy. These three scientists, they worked on the fifth experiment, S and R strain. They have taken the heat killed cell, which are S cells, and they removed lipids and sugars from the heat killed S cells. Then we can say that proteins, RNA and DNA will remain in that solution. And they checked the transformation of R to S. In the first case, they add proteinase. That means from the protein, RNA and DNA. When you add proteinase, the proteins will get degraded. We can see RNA and DNA will be there. Then they added R cells. They found that after some time S cells are recovered from the solution. In the next case, they added RNase. That means removed RNA from the medium and added R cells and checked the presence of S cells. They could find S cells. In the third case, they have added DNase, a protein which degrade DNA. Checked again the transformation of R cell to S. It is found that no S cells appear. From this experiments, they confirmed that actually DNA is the transformation agent, or DNA is actually transforming R to S. DNA of heat killed S cells actually transform R to S. Confirmation of transformation principle by Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy is in the year 1950. A. Hershey and M. Chase performed an experiment using bacteriophage. Bacteriophage is virus infecting bacteria. Hershey and Chase made two bacteriophages. One is a bacteriophage whose phosphorus is labeled by radioactivity. The phosphorus of genetic material that is inside protein coat of bacteriophage. Bacteriophage is having two important portions. One is an external coating, that is protein coat, and the next one is genetic material inside that. This genetic material is DNA having a phosphorus. So they made two types of bacteriophages. One is labeled with sulfur, that means their external coating is labeled, and the other one, internal genetic material DNA, is labeled. Now these two bacteriophages were allowed to infect separately on bacteria E. coli. One bacteriophage infects bacteria. So the complete virus does not enter the bacterium, but only some part of the virus is actually getting entered into the bacterial cells. What they do, they allowed the virus to infect the bacteria, first step. Next step, they have taken the mixture of bacterium and virus and that solution, and they done blending. Blending is simple mixing just to detach the bacterium and virus. Suppose if a bacterium is infected with virus, the virus may attach over the bacterial cell wall. When we do blending, they get separated. Okay. Then in the third step, the centrifugation. Centrifugation means simple separation. When we do centrifugation, the cell will get accumulated at the bottom with a solution over that. After centrifugation, they have checked for the radioactivity. Let us see the first case. When sulfur, that is protein coat, is labeled, they could not find any radioactivity in the pellet. No radioactivity or no sulfur in the radioactive sulfur in the pellet. Whereas they could see sulfur in the supernatant. But when we take second case, they could find the radioactivity inside the pellets, the radioactive phosphorus inside the pellet. That means cells, and no phosphorus is detected in the supernatant. It is found that the only DNA of the virus is entered to the bacterial cells. No protein coat is entered, and the DNA which is entered is responsible for formation of further colonies of or further population of virus. Or this experiment confirmed that DNA is the genetic material. So we have to take all the three experiments together. First, the Griffith experiment, where transformation principle was observed. Then Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy, they have confirmed that the major principle or major agent behind transformation is DNA. And Hershey and Chase experiment, where the radioactive phosphorus is found inside the bacterial cells. All the three experiments together confirmed DNA as genetic material. Thank you.